Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am flipping through the first half of the year, January to June, and I've been in the Estelle Cloud this year. This is the cream puff, although I am hopefully moving soon into the lilac from the pre-order, but this has been serving me well for the first 6 months. I even took this overseas and had it in my backpack and everything, and it came out just fine. It's a really sturdy planner, and I've been using the Estelle inserts, and these are just continuous undated inserts. I think for next year I want to get her insertable calendar ones as well, so I can actually break them up between the months and have the monthly view in here, and then I'll have monthly tabs on the side. That's how I want to do it for 2021. But this is 2020, we're just going full out through the year, and I actually have these stickers I'll show you of the months for Happy Scrappy. They're from Happy Scrappy, and I've just been putting them on the first day of the month, so I'm like, well, okay, this is where the new month started. But yeah, I'll show you that when we're flipping through. I'm probably not going to spend too much time on the ones that I properly filmed. I'm going to spend more time talking about the ones when I was in Australia and the ones that I didn't film in the last June. June, when I wasn't filming at all. So yeah, but this is the front page. I've just put some vinyl decals on here that I was given or bought. Super pretty. So the first one of the year, I actually did the New Year's spread in my old planner, so this starts from the week of the day of the 6th, so that's this week in January, and it was winter, and I just used this SBC kit called City Chill, which is my like Helsinki winter inspired art, which I love. And I love Helsinki. A lot of people have said it looks like New York, but it's meant to be Nordic, but you can do with it what you will. But I thought it just has a bunch of snowflake and sweater pattern foil. And this week we were catching up on The Expanse. We had watched season 1, and we were gonna catch up when my partner had read the rest of the books, because they had read the first book. And we're like, you know what, screw it, we want to watch the show. And it got picked up by Amazon, and the new season was great, and I love The Expanse. If you're into like hard science, which is, it's based in our solar system, you should check out The Expanse on Amazon. But yeah, I thought this turned out really, really cute, because I was still, I don't think I was really working on uni stuff at this time. You'd see a lot of times where I just didn't do anything, so it's probably why I, submitted so late. But anyway, yes, that is that. I think, yeah, so this is, I actually was planning to go back to Australia to work on my thesis with my supervisors in the office. So this is the week that I went to Australia, and I chose Voyager, the Moana kit from SBC, because it's like going on an adventure and going back to that area, Oceania. So yeah, I flew back through here, and this is just when the virus was picking up. Actually, this is where I learned about it, because I flew through Hong Kong, and they were obviously doing announcements about the Wuhan virus incident, and if you've been in Wuhan, so that was when it was really localized. So that was fun, and that's where I heard about it. So I knew it all the way back in the 14th of January, is when I heard about COVID, but it wasn't a huge issue then. I was picked up by my dad, and I just went to sleep. I like to put in all the movies that I watch when I fly, because, well, what else are you gonna do during a 30-hour flying time? And then I was just getting ready to hop on over to start uni, but I was kind of feeling a bit anxious about going back. And at this time, I think both my friends and my supervisor were not actually in Adelaide at the time. So yeah, but then it turned out a cute spread. Then I did this one, which is like one of my rare rose gold foils. I just like to use the SPC rose gold, and this is the Milan kit from SPC and Reflection. And I wanted to use it because I was sort of like, went back to uni today, I got my office key, like, and sorted out my office, and I went to the doctor as well, and I went through Uber instead of, because my doctor's outside of the city, and I hate going to the doctor, so yeah. So I decided to use this kit to be sort of like, you could do this, Jess. And then this is back when I was designing the Hercules kit. I think I released it here, so I watched Hercules. Just love all these scripts. And I finally got chapter 4 finished and sent off in the first day, and I had a celebration of Claire because I love a class. But yeah, Steph came back. She came back actually really early. But yeah, earlier than that. That's what I thought she was going to come back. But yeah, so that was really good to have friends over and start getting dumplings and hanging out. Then this was my like Love Witch art. I think she called it Love. I can't remember what it was called in a shop from SPC. I think actually everything in here is from SPC rather than repeat it. If it's not, then I'll say, but I don't think it is. So Claire came back, my supervisor, so that was really great. My friend Rachel submitted, and we hung out and had bento and bubble tea. That was really good. Then I took the train down to my dad's house and hung out with him. And then it was 41 degrees Celsius that day. Adelaide gets very hot in the summer. This is summertime in Australia. But I loved all this beautiful gold foil. It just sounds so pretty. And I made it pretty light compared to, usual. I think not bringing in like the double washi down here like helped to keep it light and airy. Salsas and sweating because it was just so hot walking around. And then it was Steph's dog's birthday here, Addie, so we went to her house and we had birthday dinner with everyone for her dog, and I got her a little plushy present. But yeah, not much else going on. Then we continue with the Valentine's Day stuff, and this was like just a normal kind of Valentine's Day kit from SPC that I also drew for a custom, and I used tons of pretty silver foil. I love it. It really elevates it, I think. And my friend Lucy's birthday. I was binge watching Mad Men at this time, so yeah, I never watched it before, so I was doing lots of Mad Men stuff, and I mailed off my passport for my Irish passport application. I was just feeling like the whole time I was feeling on and off sick, and I'm not sure, I think it was probably just the heat and jet lag and stuff, but I also don't know. It could very well have been a light case of COVID, who knows, but I was like sick on and off, fatigue. I know it's kind of odd, but I think also I was getting a lot of like a raising anxiety as this couple of months go over, as it gets worse and worse, and being on the other side of the world from my house and my partner and my cat kind of like set in. So I wrote passport app again here with Roll Eyes because they wanted an extra thing mailed to them, so then I had to go get that from my dad. They still wanted my dad's marriage certificate, even though they were divorced, so, passports. And then I watched the movie Hustlers, and I just put like this little naked booty munchkin, because I thought that would be perfect. Let me zoom in a little for you guys. I had a lot of KFC while I was there, because there's no KFC or even like good fried chicken here, so don't judge me. I had a new release. I don't know what I was releasing. Oh, Lucifer. Oh, yeah, I can't believe I can finally use that now, because they actually announced the next season. But yeah, and then I had a chilled out Sunday, had room service. Well, it wasn't room service. My hotel is that you could book it on the phone and then you went down to the restaurant to pick it up. which was also a bit annoying when I was trying to quarantine at the end of it, just to, you know, keep distance, but what are you gonna do? And then this week I decided to use Galentine's because I didn't actually have any other kits left on me that I wanted to use, and I knew I'd be in Australia instead of with my partner for Valentine's Day, so I'd be like with my gal friends. And then I used some sparkly hollow, and just, it's really, really pretty. I think that worked out in the end. And what happened this week? The Oscars were on, and that was when Parasite won, which is very cool. Can you believe that happened this year? Parasite won Best Film. I watched it on the plane back, and I thought it was really good. Well, it never went anywhere that I thought it was going to. And then I tried a vegan burger from Hungry Jack's with my dad, and I made him watch Alan Partridge Alpha Papa. It's like one of my favorite films. I hung out with Astrid on this day. We had a good chat because I was in my feelings, uni-wise. I was still working on my introduction here. Then I binge watched Haunting of Hill House, which was probably a mistake because ghost stories are scary to me. Although the ending, it kind of negates it being scary. It's just kind of sad. But yeah, I still had the imagery in my head, you know. I'm that kind of sensitive. And there was like art drama. I can't remember what it was now. And this is fun. What are the odds? Oh, now I remember what this drama was. Yeah, it was like about copying, and this one artist like using the same art for two people, and then people like, oh, you're copying different same art themes and stuff. And then I found out on Friday that I was gonna release my Magique kit with my teacup scene, and I found out before I released it that someone else was releasing a teacup themed Disney, and it just happened to be a coincidence. So I pushed my release back because I didn't want it to be so close to this copying drama. But yeah, so you could have had Magique here, but I put that off for a while, it was just kind of annoying and ridiculous. And then I was watching Miranda, yeah, because I love Miranda, rewatching all the time. And then I hung out with Steph and Kylie, and then we went home, and Steph's partner Mark cooked us spaghetti, delicious. And then this, I didn't get to show this set at all in a video. I have some videos up for my Australian things, but this footage got deleted the next 3 weeks actually. This one, and this one. Yeah, so these are all, the footage was deleted by mistake by me. Before I'd probably like uploaded it. So this is the first time anyone's seen this outside of Instagram. But I use this beautiful like cool pink foil from the SBC Advent Calendar, and just really fun movie mystery kit that came from SBC. I just thought it looked really fun for February. So yeah, I thought this turned out really, really cute, and I loved it, and I'm so sad. I put in some gold, but I'm so sad it didn't work. I couldn't film it at all. And then I was watching Sex Education here, which is really, really good on Netflix. And this day Astrid made a giant salad at uni, and everyone was very jealous. And then the Fringe Festival was on here, yeah. This is like before it really went down with COVID, so the Fringe Festival, Arts Festival was on, and the music was so loud all night long. It was so annoying because it was like a circus tent near the hotel. So annoying. I'm an old lady, I need my peace and quiet. And then we had some rants and bants, so we just, had girl talk. Wednesday we went to this cool little wine bar called Hellbound, and it's like in the basement. So that was really good. And then what else? On this day I bought the new iPad Pro. I wanted to upgrade, and I'd have my other one for 2 years. It was still okay, but I just really liked the features of the new iPad Pro, like how you can actually charge the pencil and everything. It's been such a good upgrade, and now Procreate doesn't lag at all, which the lag is really getting to me and my workflow. So happy I picked up the new iPad Pro. called Log. Set up the new iPad and need to change over files and stuff. Oh, and then Sunday we went to a Plastifine house where you can paint. It's like for kids, but you know anyone can do it. You buy little plastic figurines, then you paint them, and then they spray them so they don't get messy. But yeah, that's really fun to do with friends. And then this week was I can't remember what this set was called either, but SBC, and I did draw this. This is my probably least popular art from the year before. This year. Yeah, no, the year before for Halloween. It was my least popular, but I still love it. It's so my thing. I just think it looks so good with this gorgeous gold foil. So what? I was watching Kathleen Kim at this point now. Here's the anxiety. Everything's sort of still growing here. Well, this day I had 4 chat boxes open, chatting to different people, which is crazy. Yeah, lots more anxiety you'll see building up. I was listening to Animal Crossing music this day. This is before it came out. It came out the day that I was flying back home while I was drawing. What was the new release this week? Milky Way Cafe. Cool. So this week I released my Milky Way Cafe, which is nice. We did another Plastifine house and just catching up. Then, I didn't point out, yeah, here we go. You can see the stickers. That's where I put those stickers so I know what month it is. So this is when March starts. Didn't put that out for Feb, but it's there. Yeah, so this is the Tangled Rapunzel kit from SBC, and I do love Rapunzel, so I put this one in. And what was happening? Who knows? I went to uni every day that week, which is pretty good. And I had my hair cut on Wednesday, and now it's obviously fully grown out. Went to the State Library and had lunch there. Had avocado and toast, which was awesome. Haven't had that in a long time. I don't really like the avocados in Finland. I'm all bloaty. Mom, I think it's my period. Then there's Instagram drama, and I do a happy hee hee ghost enjoying it from Fox and Cactus. And then this is the weekend my mom came over to visit, which was lucky she did, because this is the last time I saw her. Yeah. I think this is when I decided I'd go home early, I was gonna wait and stay as long as I could till I finished, but that didn't really work out, obviously. And then this is Pet Party. The other I did for Heidi's birthday, so there's a little Heidi I drew there. And it was her 5th birthday on the Sunday. So I'm sad I missed it, but she doesn't care. Yeah, this was the week of her 5th birthday. I was a blob. Had a little bubble tea, dumplings with friends. Kind of got a bit sickish that afternoon, so went home. What else? Oh, I finished the introduction chapter, did I, this week? I did. So that's pretty awesome. So I celebrated by watching Planet Zoo videos. Well, by the day before I was depressed. Probably because it's just I want this over with. Yeah, and then COVID-19 anxiety, that's where I properly put it in. This is when it really starts going through. So yeah, I booked on the Sunday to go home earlier than usual. I think sometime in April 5th was my original, and then it started getting really bad around this part of March 15th. So this is where we come to Lucky, the St. Patrick's Day custom I did for SPC, and so I decided I'm going to fly back earlier from the anxiety, so I got new flights booked for 2 weeks out, I think around this week or this week. I was gonna fly back, and then I was getting a lot more anxiety about it, and then I woke up on Wednesday to a weird email saying that, oh no, I had to get any flights here because my Hong Kong flight was cancelled. So they booked a new flight, and I just called them, chatted with the Finnair on there. And then I was having more anxiety about, like, okay, like, flights are getting a bit weird. And then I woke up on Wednesday morning to a weird email that my, like, Helsinki to Oulu flight, my last flight, was cancelled, and that there was no rebooking of it at all. But then the website didn't have that change on there, so I called them. And they're like, oh no, that flight is fine. I don't know what that email was, but I was just like, you know what, can we just change my flights? Like, I don't want to risk waiting another 2 weeks. And we found out that Finland was closing, which I think is part of this. So I was just like, can I fly tomorrow? And they're like, yes, we'll change your flights tomorrow. We did it, done, free of charge. So I was very happy with Finnair all through this because they just kept changing everything for me. And I waited until the Finnish customer service was open rather than try to do the international one. And it only took like an hour, half an hour to wait. So I thought that was really good. So yes, that morning I was like, okay, I'm flying back tomorrow on the 19th. Which is the day Finland closes borders. So I had to quickly pack my desk, went to the pharmacy, had to have a meeting with my supervisor last meeting, had dumplings with my friends and say goodbye, and then I packed everything. Which is a bit crazy. I had started kind of packing before this because I was like, I think stuff is going to happen. So yeah, like, it was in the space of these 3 days where it's like, I'm going back. So on Thursday, so I checked out, my flight wasn't until like 10 p.m. So I hung out with my dad all day, which was really great. We watched a lot of news though, just a bit depressing. I had my last KFC. And then I flew back, and I was trying to avoid these flights through Doha because I find the Qatar flights very blurk because the very first one's like 12 hours long. And flying through Hong Kong was the flights were a lot shorter. But these are the only ones open, and I didn't think anyone would be flying, but actually both flights were pretty much full. It was basically a mass exodus of Europeans from Adelaide. Everyone was European on my first flight, and to Doha. But luckily both flights, even though they were really full, we had I was in row 3, and both flights the middle seat was empty. So I'm really happy and thankful about that. And then my flight from Oulu to Helsinki was delayed. So I got there and had to wait around for ages, although it was really weird. The airport was so empty. It was kind of strange. And they had border control while I was actually going onto that flight, the domestic flight, and I had to say, like, show my passport and be like, I'm from Oulu and I'm going straight home. So yeah, that was interesting. But luckily in that flight, everyone got a row to themselves. So that was good. But it took forever, and I just kind of like stared out the window after flying for so long. But I finally got home and got pizza. And then I had to do a mandatory 2-week quarantine. So I've only left the house once since then, or even now. But Animal Crossing came out on this day, and I could finally play it properly. So I've been playing Animal Crossing ever since. And we binge watched the show Mythic Quest from Apple TV. It was really good. If you're into like gaming stuff, that's a really funny show. Alright, that's a long story. And then this is like the book kit from my shop in SBC. I loved it. It was so pretty. I actually put this down before I got back. I put this down in Australia because I thought I'd still be in Australia then, but no. But it still worked out perfect for this week as I was in quarantine. Playing a lot of Animal Crossing. I don't think I got much work done at all this week. Just sort of like jet lag and getting over stuff. And yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about in here. Well, we watched Birds of Prey finally, and that was really good. I enjoyed that. But I like DC movies, so me. And then I also had put this in ahead of time, so I used this. Although we're back in, like, I think it was still snowing here. It started snowing. Start of April. This is really fun Blossom set from SPC. I used Hollow. It's really, like, really light. It really makes the black text pop though. And this is the end of quarantine here. I don't think I went out though. We binge watched the show Hunters, which is about like a show of a group of Jewish people hunting down Nazis in the 70s, I think. It was really good. It's like over the top, but if you enjoy that kind of irreverence, then you'll enjoy it. I thought it was good. I think it was on Amazon. And yeah, still wasn't doing my work. Well, I did release the set, the Relax set, yeah. And then we started visiting each other's islands on Animal Crossing because Steph and Kylie got it, which is great. So we had to keep in touch with them for that. And then this is the week of Luck's birthday, so this is the original. I was originally supposed to get back on the 5th, so that was, cut short. But yeah, I used the kit Sprinkles from SPC. I love it. It's so pretty. Yeah, and they turned 32 on that day. They're like 6 months older than me. And what else? Boop, boop, boop. I was doing some work, I think. Oh, and the Schitt's Creek finale was on Wednesday. Oh, so good. I have to rewatch that show because I love that. And we're really into like baking bread and cake at this time, I think. But yeah. And the Crest Press reopened. The fishing tourney, the first one, Animal Crossing. And that was Easter this day, but obviously Luck's birthday comes first. And then we watched Godzilla 2 and it was not worth the time. Then this is the Egg Hunt, my Easter kit from SPC. I used silver and rose gold. I'm not really a fan of how it came out, honestly, but it's fine. Oh, it's funny in Animal Crossing, Bob and Zuck were having an argument, and it's so silly when they have arguments against each other. Oh, and this is the day that Theo, Andrea's son, was born. Aww. Of course I had to put it in there, but so cute. Such a chub baby. Yeah. Oh yes, my Irish passport was accepted this day, so my application. So that was pretty awesome. This was week 4 COVID quarantine. And then this is the week of Andrew's birthday where I used the January mystery kit. And it's just really golden glittery and cute. I just thought it went perfectly with Andrea, and my birthday is in October, so I wanted to use the kit, and this is week 5. Isolation. Yeah, what else happened? The 6-year bundles came out from SBC this week. I don't know what else happened. The first time Leaf arrived. It's pretty good. Those randomly snowed on the 26th of April. Some leftover snow. And I did some fan art on Saturday for my favorite gaming streamer, and he really loved it, so that was awesome. Oops, what happened here? I put this one on the wrong page. How odd. Sorry about that, some sneak peeks. We'll put that back in when we get to it. Oh my gosh. This is the right one, right? Yeah. Alright, 27th of April. I think this is about the time that I stopped filming. This is Milky Way. I think this is the last one I filmed. This is Milky Way, my Sailor Moon art. I'm just using amazing foil from SPC. and did some island hopping with Steph and Kylie. Like, we went on each other's islands, but we were also on like video conference chat, so that was awesome. And then I went island hopping this day and found a cutie. Who did I find? I can't remember anymore. Oh, Muffy. I found Muffy, which is one of my favorites. I love Muffy. I was feeling a bit stuck about uni work here. Still trying to like revise the introduction. And then it was Vapu or May Day on here. I watched Knives Out. It said F frauds here, and I think it was to do with art getting stolen. Yeah. As per usual. And then it was J.Q. Plan's birthday. And then I was starting to print off some inserts and stuff. Yeah. And then this was Mother's Day week, her day. Really loved this custom with SPC. The internet's so cute and soft and gold. Woo. But I didn't actually do too much overlays. I didn't put any glitter overlays on here, and only a couple of full boxes and nothing on the bottom washi. But I used Bougie. I don't know, I think it turned out really pretty that way. What else happened? Oh, one of my favorite bands, A1, finally all their old albums became available on Spotify because they only had a best of up for a long time. So finally I could listen to the old songs that I remembered. And then we started binge watching New Girl, but we were rewatching it because we stopped about season 3 or something, season 4. But Netflix all of a sudden, it had 1, 2, 3, 4. And we finished 1 and 2, and then it suddenly deleted season 3 but added season 5. I don't know. And now all the seasons are back, so we can continue, but yeah, that was really weird. And then Locke was playing The Outer Worlds and finished it this day. And then we got takeout from the new place called Damsko. I wrote Damsko here, but it's Damsko. Then we think it's Syrian. And so delicious. It's so good. So we've had it a few times since then, but delicious, delicious food. And then it was Mother's Day, and I thought this came out so cute with the paper shy bunny and the Mother's Day script from SPC. It just looks perfect with this kit. I love it. And they had new releases. This was Tarzan this week. And then I used Pretty in Pink because it's just a fun at-home worky pink set. I still wasn't really into the summer stuff yet. So yeah, I thought this turned out cute. Once again, minimal foil on the boxes and bottom washi. Just taking a bit of a break. I wrote here that I snapped and a bit angry, but I don't know what it was about. And then Locke got a new computer chair this day, and I built it. Well, we built most of it together, but I'm usually the builder in the family. I built the furniture. So yeah, that's me. I got my first Elgato key light in, so that's this side of the light, and I've ordered a second one, so hopefully I'll be done with soft boxes soon. And what else? Oh yes, I did a good job here because I think I actually did finish my lit review and introduction revision this week. So good job to me actually working. And that was my supervisor's birthday on Friday. And I just put in a hang in there, munchkin. And then this was the week of Emily Catherine Plan's birthday. So I plan to use this kit, which was a September mystery, I think, from SPC, and that I drew. And then I used sparkly and hollow foil and like the mixed metal that came with the mystery. I think it turned out so pretty. I put in Life is Tough but So Are You and Dream Hard, Work Harder scripts, like quotes. Just because I was supposed to be working this week. But no, I didn't. I did a lot of late night writing. Oh, I finished the review. But yeah, I don't know, I was behind a lot this week and not feeling great. Although it is such a beautiful kit. We made sloppy joes for the first time. because I've never had sloppy joes before, but that was really good, although they're kind of sweet. I don't know if they're supposed to be sweet, but they are. The ones we made were. And then a big email this day was that my book chapter was accepted to be published, but now I have to like finish revising that, which was like, oh, but I was supposed to be finishing my thesis, you know. So that was annoying, but I got an extension on that. Then I started getting a bit more summery, so I used this hero kit from my Hercules art from SBC. Once again, minimal foil and the full bottom washi, and I actually did a little checklist as well this week just to get things done. Yeah, I did a bunch of work this week, which was good, except I was so behind. And then this is actually when all the Black Lives Matter stuff started. So I actually am in my feelings, but I want to go back in and probably, I'm waiting on a sticker to come in the mail. So I'm going to undo this and then put in the Black Lives Matter sticker because I want to like make it more obvious here. But I still remember that this is the day that all this stuff started, and I do have Instagram highlights on my Instagram as I share things. It is full though, so I've just been sort of updating it with new stuff. I don't know, because I feel like the information should stay updated. And then this week I also found Raymond in Animal Crossing. I wasn't like dying for Raymond. I just love the cats. But I found him, so I was really happy, and it was super, like the spring rain, but it was also super hot. So I did it, so I finished something this week. Yeah, I revised everything, and I said, hang in there. So I did a lot of like, you know, reminders to myself. And then this is when everything starts to get a bit crazy in finishing up work. So this was the May mystery from SBC. This is the Visco Girl set that I did. Ooh. I actually recommended Visco Girl, and then Andrea like puts together the theme awesomely, and it just comes out so beautifully. But I kind of like Visco Girl. I mean, it's a young person's thing, but I think it's really cute. It's very 90s, honestly. So this is using the Lavender Hollow, which is just gorgeous. It came with the mystery. I also used one of like the pretty boxes that came with it. Just for the wedding event started in Animal Crossing. I had a Zoom meeting with Claire, and I was just like, let's get into work. So I got chapter 3, 1, 2 done this week, like revised. And I put up a freebie on my website for Black Lives Matter. If you want to go there, it's under information and then freebies. Yeah, so I finished those chapters, revision this week. I was going to release art, my Scare School art, and I decided not to. Yeah. And then I used the March mystery, which was like the water park theme. And I used these really cute Sadie's stickers shell overlays just on the boxes. Once again, minimal foil at the moment, although I got some at the bottom here. Once again, another big working week, introduction, conclusion, and I sent off a full draft this week. I did some filming because I got some sticker mail in, and then Mac moved in. He's a really cute jock, I think. He makes me think of Mac from Always Sunny. And then there was a rainbow during the sunset, and I took a picture. It was very pretty. Just lots of work. Almost there with a little puffy munchkin. Oh, and then it was super duper hot on Sunday. But I put in like, I did the thing. So basically there's a huge heat wave just as I was like the last couple of weeks of finishing. Of course now it's cold and rainy. Typical. Now that I'm done. Typical. And then Mary was moving in. One of my favorite cats in Animal Crossing. Now this set doesn't have any foil in it at all. It's Tropicola from SBC, or Lost in Paradise. It was a whole name thing. But this is like full on summer as well. And yeah, so I've sent out the full draft. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do some drawing this week, get Scare School done, And on Monday I hurt my arm to the point where I could barely move it, so that's fine. Well done. So typical. And then Tuesday while I was island hopping with Steph and Kylie, I got the comments back on my full draft that I had to completely change and revise chapter 1 and 2, basically reframe the entire methodologies on both of them. So I put drama queen, I simply cannot, because I'm depressed by all the things, because I was very, very sad. I mean, I got it done, but it kind of threw me for a loop this week. I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna draw this set and get back to it, because blah. And then Wednesday, Erin Conjuring was cancelled. I got some bestie photo. Muffy gave me her bestie photo on Wednesday, which was nice. Stressed AF. I left this blank because I'm also waiting for that freebie again to put Juneteenth here. So that'll be put in, but I made it pretty with some leaves. And this was Midsummer, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do anything over Midsummer. So Midsummer Eve and Midsummer, I had lots of waffles, and it was super duper hot. I grew a gold rose for the first time in Animal Crossing, and then I accidentally sold it. And then there was some bad news on Sunday from my friend Steph and her family. So, yeah. But yeah, so that was this week. And then this is the week I finally pulled myself together, even though it was super hot. And it was the Taco Bell set. And I love this from one of my friends, Melissa. She's such a good artist. And I just loved how green and fresh this was. So yeah, this week I got the chapter 1 and 2 redone, edited, did the bibliography, did the formatting. I put it hang in there again here. But yeah, I finally got it done here. I got the full edit and finished it on the Friday, probably. And then I did some editing over the weekend. But yeah, I've already put these in saying chapter 1, finish it here, chapter 2, finish chapter 2 here. But I think I finished chapter 1 on Monday, and I did chapter 2, so I was ahead. So that was good, but I got it done even though it was hot AF and terrible and the worst. Hopefully it all worked out. I was pretty much up until 5 a.m. every night. And then Friday I finished off my fossils in Animal Crossing. I had to get a new toy, a little shrimp. Then the bug off was on Saturday, which I could actually do because I finished on Friday. Then I started playing WoW, World of Warcraft again. So that was good. But yeah, this was a crazy week. And then now we're almost to the end. I'm going to do this week only because obviously July started here. So this is the end of the flip through. This is my thingy. It's like a 4th of July kit. It's called 4th of July that I did, but I just liked it because it was bright and fun and the food looked good. I was really proud of the food. And it's kind of a celebration kit for submitting my thesis here on 30th of June. That's when I finished and submitted my thesis, and now it's for examination. And then I did some more Warcraft time. Yeah, we won't really go into the rest of this one. But yeah, because there's a video up on this spread. But that was the first half of the year in my Aura Estelle. You can see it's fairly chunky, but it doesn't take up too much of the rings, I think. So yeah, so if you liked this flip through, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Are you on the Aura Estelle this year, or are you planning to switch to it? I've been loving it. Don't need any white out, and it just really works really well on this planner. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts. But I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!